This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by former world champion Kell Brook here in his home city of Sheffield. Kell, it's good to see you. How's life treating you?
Very well, very good.
Let's hear it. How was your Christmas, that festive period? Do you enjoy the time?
Yeah, I enjoyed the time with my girls, and they got everything they wanted for Christmas. Yeah, it's been nice, you know what I mean? It's been nice spending some time with them and doing a bit of skiing, doing a few things, flying about here and there. So yeah, I've enjoyed it.
How are you finding life away from a ring for yourself? Is it still difficult to know that you're not preparing for a fight, or are you enjoying that downtime now?
No, I'm enjoying downtown, you know. It's nice not getting up at 6 in the morning and running hard on them roads, you know, and them dieting and going to bed early, you know what I mean? It's nice to just do what I want, when I want, as often as I want.
We don't obviously see you around boxing events that much, Cal. Have you thought about a long term in boxing? Do you want to go down a trainer route, maybe a manager route? Is this something which you've thought about, punditry maybe?
Yeah, I've thought about it, you know. I have thought about it, you know, giving back, you know, I've been boxing 28 years, you know what I mean? It'd be nice to do something around boxing, you know, give back, you know, to the sport, you know. But at the moment, you know, I'm just enjoying life, you know what I mean? I've not got that vision exactly what I'm fully wanting to do yet.
There's no chance if an offer was made for certain fights, for Conor Benns, for juniors, that would be entertained?
I don't think so, nah.
Cal, just away from all things that, obviously we're here. Callum Simpson, been on a tremendous run of form. You're here to support him. What do you make of Callum's run, and what do you make of his fight with Steve Woodall on Saturday night?
You know, I've known Callum, you know, a while now. You know, he's my boy there. You know, and I back him 100%. You know, I think that he's got that star quality. He's got that twinkle in the eye. You know, he's from Barnsley, and you know, the South Yorkshire man. And I'm behind him 100%. You know what I mean? I was there when he won British and Commonwealth. And I'm looking forward to him performing Saturday night. You know, I can see myself in him. You know, and I'm looking forward to him growing and becoming a star what he should be.
He's an entertaining fighter to watch, Callum. When he first boxed on a boxer show, people were asking what's his ceiling in boxing. From what you've seen, how far in the sport do you feel like he can go?
You know, I think he can go all the way. I honestly do. You know, he's still got things he needs to sharpen up. You know, but he's only had like 15 fights, so you know he's got time to grow and become the whole fighter that I believe he can be.
Another man from Sheffield who has his own day on the horizon. We're about 2 weeks out now. Dalton Smith. What do you make of Dalton's journey so far and the talent that he possesses?
Yeah, he's a real talent. You know what I mean? He's a very, very good fighter. You know, like I said, you know, he's the next one from Sheffield. You know, I really do believe that he's definitely going to go all the way. I'm behind him 100%. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to his journey. You know, I'm looking forward to his journey. He's a great fighter.
It's hard for anybody to follow in your footsteps, Carl, because of what you did in your career, being a Sheffield boy. But when you look at Dalton specifically, he's starting to grow that fan base as well. What advice would you give to him, though, just in terms of not just trying to grow as a boxer, but in general? What would you say to him?
You know, I think looking it, you know, I'm on the outside, but looking in, you know, he seems to be doing everything right. You know, probably better than I used to do. You know, he keeps himself fit all year round. You know, like better than I used to. You know, and the fact is that I believe that he's got his dad. He's got good people around him. I think that it's something that you know, I can give that advice, but it's down to him, you know. And I think that he's got a good head on his shoulders. I think that you know, he does everything what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? He trains hard, he lives his life well, and he performs as well in that ring.
How much of a downfall is it that he's a Sheffield Wednesday fan?
Nah, he's Sheffield, and that's good enough for me.
I'm interested to get your thoughts. There's obviously been a lot of talk at some point, Dalton and Azim. What would you make of that fight?
No, it's a great fight. You know, I want to see that fight. It's does it happen now? Probably not. You know, I think it's one of them what's going to build into maybe I hope not as long as it will for me and Khan, but I think that it's the longer you leave it, the more excited we're going to get.
How can you see it unfolding if they were to share a ring?
It's a great fight, you know, but like I say, I have to go with my man Dalton. You know, when I seen him box his last fight at Sheffield Arena, he really impressed me. You know what I mean? Harry took care of business. You know, so listen, I'm behind Dalton. You know, I'm behind Dalton, but it's a great fight. You know what I mean? It's good, two very good fighters.
Just a few fights I want to get your thoughts on before we wrap this up. Before the end of the year, we saw the Usyk Fury rematch. Obviously, Alexander came out on top. A lot of calls for the Fury Joshua fight to take place next. Do you feel like it's the right time to make that fight for both men?
Yeah, I think it's right time now. You know, Fury and AJ should fight each other.
What would you make of it, and how could you see that one playing out?
You know, I've got to go with Tyson Fury. You know, I've got to go with Tyson Fury. I just think that he's done it at a very young age. He's very he knows the game. You know what I mean? I just think that he's got the upper hand on Anthony Joshua. You know, especially after both. You know, his AJ's last loss to Dubois. I think it will have affected him. It affected his confidence. So, but listen, it's boxing, heavyweight boxing. So it's one of them. Everyone in the dog's gonna want to tune in and watch that fight. It's a fantastic fight.
The theme of heavyweight boxing. What do you make of the Daniel Dubois and Joseph-Parker fight?
Yeah, it's a great fight. You know, listen, it's a great fight. Dubois, you know, and Parker, two top fighters. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and let's just get him in and let's let him have it.
One more one I'm interested to get your thoughts on before we wrap this up. Somebody you know well, Crawford, he's been linked with a Canelo fight for a while now. There's a weight disparity to take into account, but if we were to see that fight, how would you rate Terence's chances with Canelo?
It's an hard fight, you know, it's an hard fight. Canelo's a bigger man. You know, but listen, look at Terence Crawford, you know what I mean? Like, look what he did to Spence. Look at his career, look, you know, he's pound for pound number one, and he's right up there, you know what I mean? But your guess is as good as mine, you know what I mean? They're both two unbelievable talents. I don't know, you know, I don't know, but...
If you were to picture it in your mind, Cal...
I'm trying to picture it now, thinking.
What's the key for Crawford to try and navigate?
You know, he's like a surgeon. You know, Terence Crawford's like a surgeon. When I boxed him, I felt his surgeon. We were both waiting early rounds, you know what I mean? Who was going to throw first? He's very on point, very all right. He's got it all, you know what I mean? But so has Canelo, you know. Canelo's proven time after time after time after time with some of the top fighters in the world. So, you know, I'm just trying to picture it now. You know, it's an hard one. So it's one what I'd definitely be interested in seeing for sure. But I'd probably have to lean towards Canelo.
Using deep thought there, trying to think about it, so it's interesting for you.
I'm trying to see a few. I got up to around 7 or 8 there in my mind. Do you know what I mean?
Cal, listen, I appreciate your time. Thanks for speaking to me. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you.